through here for the side of Kagendara, or they give over the Ali, goes over to there, and then obviously Boom playing a little bit of a 4D chess game. But it looks like Kagendra's caught them out because there was a little bit of deliberation there, right? It wasn't like an instant like boom, Ali, go. They was like thinking, right, okay, maybe they want that Dharma.
Yeah, they could pick the Dharma because they can still pick the Arlie anyway for the next pick. So it's still okay for Kagendra to just get that Dharma. Mayin. That is the usual answer that I'm seeing from Miggy whenever he sees the Dharma on the other side. At least make the laning phase hell for that Dharma so that he's not going to be able to confidently just swing by on the back line.
And I like this Clash Lane matchup, especially when you talk about the Mayin. You are looking to really target down those backlines and make those fancy backline plays, similar to the Dharma as well. And I like the direction that's being brought up for the side of Boom Esports here. They go for the DRNG, which has one of the most stable and strong laning phases in the Dragon lane.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I can already see here the DRNG being drafted means that we're looking for a very sort of like front-line heavy comp, right? Like, they need the survivability of this D-Ranger, so what do they need? They need some front line. So potentially the likes of the Liampo, but again, to just kind of like counter and actually implement that Lung, you get in the Lung range here from the Nua.
Yeah, I love that. I love that from the side of Kagendra, though, is that they picked up the Nua, which is usually the counter that some of the teams pick. Yeah, they picked it up so that nobody would be countering their Lung whenever they are on the other side.
Now, that puts a bit of a issue for the side of Kagendra. That's a lot of backliners you have to protect here. Yes, you have the infinite vastness here to bail out towards sticky situations here, but check out Boom Esports here. They have the Liampo, they have the Mayin here, so that's a lot of backline access here. And for Boom Esports, you could probably think like, hey, Carl, you go for those backline assassins because you sure as hell could go for those picks that you fancy so much in this game tree.
They were kind of thinking that's the reason why they banned the Da Xiao. They're thinking that Kagendra is going to go Flowburn tank here for their game.
Potentially.
Because they needed a front line for the team.
Yeah, it would have created the space here, what they needed, right? So obviously banning out the Da Xiao as well is going to be a huge one. Obviously, also means that she cannot send the likes of either Lung back to base as well, especially to try and kind of like enhance that the laning phase here for Lung. But right now, banning out the Da Xiao, banning out the Musashi here by the side of Kagendra as well. They're not looking to try and have any more access into the backline. Because I mean, Musashi into the Liampo, into the Mayin would have been a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they're taking out also a front line position here for the side of Boom Esports. The Tong Fei, just so that Kagendra doesn't really have any of those frontliners on their side, forcing them to maybe even go for the Tun, if ever, for the team, just so, or the Menki, just so they have a front line here.
That's a ton of roamers being banned out from both sides here. On the side of Boom Esports, just like what Dash mentioned, Zhang Fei, Da Xiao, Diadea, all these are removed. For the Kagendra, they do remove more of the jungle pull here against Carl in that jungle department here. So you gotta wonder here, Boom Esports, are you going for more of a jungle assassin like Jing Liubang? But okay, you have Miggy and also Draw locking in their picks, so there won't be Jing Liubang. Potentially a solo Jing here. Do you think that's the case here? Because that's gonna be carrying up the combo that Boom Esports always brings out in their games.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking the reason why they're really hindering the Flowburn tank is because they want to make... Oh, they're going to be going for the Menki so that they force Kagendra to a different tank if ever they want a tank jungler.
Yeah, I mean, the Monkey's good, right? Monkey onto this draft of Boom Esports. What's one good way to get around that creation blocks that obviously the likes of Nua creates? Just dream roam around it, baby! Create your own path and then just dive it onto the back line. And we know that Monkey can soak up so much damage, but then kind of just like deal a lot of damage, especially if we start to see like the blazing cape being built in terms of itemization.
You can already see the idea of Boom Esports, right? Front to back. The composition is very much front to back because they have two beefy frontliners, one that could go to the back line, and the D-Ranger is just going to be throwing cards on the back line.
Yeah, those tokens are going to hit pretty darn hard here. And locking into Dune, I gotta say, for the side of Dani, it will come down to his ultimate, where if he hits it, it removes like, what, 50% of like your armor and resistance coming in for the side of Lanfeng, and also like We're All. So if you land that token, that tank is no tank. So the ultimate from this DRNJ is so darn crucial for the side of Boom Esports.
Yeah, I think Boom Esports could go for the Lee Tun for that last pick because the Tun has been picked on the other side. Pick up the Venomous Staff very early so that the Sakir is not going to be getting those heals a lot on this game. But run me through, why did they pick Sakir in this composition though?
Well, it's probably going to be obviously you have the Mulberry Power, right? So obviously you've not only got the Wind Slash, you've got the Mulberry Power, so that's going to be able to get that legal immunity from the likes of the D-Ranger as well, right? But also in terms of sustainability, because really if you're looking at this, the only real sustain you've got is the single targets. You've got your Dharma being able to sustain himself, you've got Doom being able to sustain himself, but your 2 damage carries here if they get rinsed down, there's no healing from them.
And I'm a bit worried for Zada Boom Esports. From game 1, from game 2, we see a pattern. If you draft the early game composition and your execution is not really there, you put yourself into a slow but sure slow burn that puts you in a much more discomfort that you need to play towards that timer here. Kagendra, as long as it survives the laning phase, make sure the early game is intact. Danny doesn't get so much of these outer turrets. It's all smooth sailing for them. But for Boom Esports, they need to use the
trump card here for them. I mean, if you look at it right, like, you're really going to be dropping down that ultimate just to kind of run down that doing, right? Like, you're going to be doing a lot of damage, trying to get that sustainability from him. So maybe potentially even like a very early Venomous Staff being built here from the mid lane of Boom Esports.
They definitely need it, especially on Tatsuri. If you get that early Venomous Staff, you'll limit Lu, you'll limit Senko, and also Weera. So you don't have that sturdy and strong frontliner here. Exactly the dream scenario here for the side of Boom Esports. But hey, I'm no storyteller. That's your job here. You take the stage, boys, and it is all yours.
Game number 3. We are back right here. It's almost like a best of 3 again here, Flam. And what we're seeing here, 1-1 in both of our teams. Who is going to get the match point in this series?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we still got potential another, maybe even, 2 games after this one, right? Obviously, it depends on how Kagendra and how Boom Esports play this one and then go into this next game. But obviously, we have that great wave clear into the mid lane here from the Newer. And obviously, when we start to get to like level 3, level 2, and obviously into the level 4 territory of that Newer, we're going to be seeing a lot of rotations down to the bot side of the map to put pressure onto Danny.
Yeah, one thing to point out here, both of our Clash laners got their signature picks on their hands. Miggy on that Mayin, definitely his favorite. Hands picked this so much during the playoffs here for the side of Kagendra, and he really was looking forward to this game. So all eyes are going to be on this too.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be looking into the Clash lanes, looking into that jungle, obviously the tank v tank combo go off out here onto Carl and Weera. Neither of them yet. So obviously, yes, Carl had paid the first game, but to have a carry jungle and actually perform with it, we've not seen Weera or Carl yet with it to do that.
I'm honestly waiting for them to go for it, especially for the next few games. We still have at least one more, so maybe we're going to see that. But again, here for Boom Esports, they want to get the early game. That's definitely their MO with this composition.
Yeah, and obviously trying to just deny any kind of like take that away from these small objectives that you saw there with the Fire Beak. Going back over to the side of Kagendra there, they know that they have to try and make sure that they can't play a game with an equal footing here with that Goldie, because game number 2 proved the boom.
Knock up, gonna be coming in. Weera gets the shield, still survives in the end.
Yes, that's the beauty of the Unruly Blade, right? It just gets you out of those sticky situations that sometimes when you're a tank pick like the Dune, it's going to be hard to get that mobility.
Yeah, and right now for the side of Boom Esports, you can see Hands really looking for a great food mantra here in order for them to get the kill. I think he saw Miggy, and they have an idea that Miggy is around here on the mid lane, which is why Senko and Weera backed off.
They back up, but I mean, we've seen here that obviously the Crimson Gold and the Azure Gold are both coming up for both of these teams right now. I mean, do we see a bit of a play here? Maybe a bit of a checkmate to find out where they are, but no, it looks like they're just going to go back and obviously just clear them up for themselves. But we are seeing a Boom Esports that is lacking that gold lead, right? Like, First Blood would definitely neutralize that.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that they're going to be getting the gold lead here for the team, so I hope they find a kill before their first objective so that they have the advantage here on taking that first objective. Compared to the last game, I do believe both of our teams has good sticking power on that Tyrant fight.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The Tyrant fight is going to be a interesting conclusion to this very sort of, again, very snooze-fest early game. But like in game number 1, like game number 2, sorry, if any of these teams commit and lose like heroes now, it's going to be detrimental.
Yeah, right now it's going to be tough, especially if they get one of their key heroes. Right now they're going to go, Miggy going to try to go for the chase down. They didn't get it. They even committed the flash before the objectives.
Committed to 2 flashes into 1, and obviously restricted the luge as well. Like, that's a lot of expensive resources gone to the side of Boom Esports and not actually got the kill.
Nice way to get away for Hands, at least. Yeah. He was able to expend a lot of things from the side of Boom Esports before this even starts. But looking at the placement here of Boom, I think they're not going to be contesting that objective anymore. They're placing themselves at the top side of the map because they're just going to be giving it, or they're going to try again for Hands.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe try and get Senko out of the gorge before that 4-minute mark comes up. But I mean, it's that emergence that's really going to kind of like paint a light and also give intel over to the side of Kagendara as well, right?
Oh, they got the teleportation first, so they are in place here. They cleared the wave onto the mid lane, so Kagendara is going to be circling around in order to get here. Draw just pulling out a lot of the pressure here on their side. They're already here. They're going to try for it, but Boom Esports still takes it in the end. Objective's going to be there. Draw is going to be surviving. Truth match onto the back line. They're trying, but nothing. Boom just wins it.
Boom wins that Tyrant again and again and again. They're continuing that momentum from game number 2.
Yeah. Now it's going to be slowed down again for Boom Esports. I think this is what they want to do every time, right? They want to get the Tyrant, but at least this time, they need to find those skills with this Tyrant that they have in their hands.
Oh, they definitely need to make a team fight. Or, I mean, it's the same kind of strategy we saw from the last game, right? Like, they took the Tyrant, didn't do anything with it, but it meant that Kagendara didn't have the Tyrant either, so they can't do anything with it.
Right now, Boom Esports looking for this placement on the map. Looking at forward where jungler's Lanfeng. We got the Imperial Order a while ago.
Yeah, he's got the Infinite Bastards to get out of there as well, right? Like, so even if he does get caught out, he can just turn into a dragon and just sit out of there, which is a blessing that most of the far lane heroes don't have.
Yeah. Right now, they're going to be slowing down the game. They're looking for those objectives first, helping out their junglers before the objective. And again, for everybody watching, get the Limbo themed Flowborn outfits for free. Collect oral cards to claim a limited Flowborn skin.
I mean, that's been the great thing about Honor of Kings recently as well, right? I feel like I've been spoiled. Like, the amount of free stuff I've been having in game is crazy.
But they're committing right now onto the fight. First blood comes in. Draw tried to save his life, but Danny still fell.
Danny falls, unfortunately, here for the side of Boom Esports. But I mean, they still have Tatsuri to do that damage, but now a lot of creation blocks. Annihilation misses.
Yeah, Draw has to back off Riro. Have the pressure here on the team. Carl onto the back looking for Lanfeng. One shot on the head could actually kill this guy. Dream roaming is still available for him. Taking their time, but he actually went back. And they even used the emergence just to push away the members here of Boom Esports.
Yeah, they just obviously trying to create a space for that T1 down to the bot side of the map, right? Obviously, that's what Kagendara came for. Ultimately, they got the first blood, which was just a little bit of a bonus, but that T1 opening up and creating some pressure is what we've known from Kagendara for the past 2 games.
Yeah, right now to the top side, they want to take at least a trade here for the side of Boom Esports. They want to take that tower. Kagendara is just taking all the jungle here. Got the Azure buff. Yeah. That's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt, especially for Carl being on this Monkey pick, right? Like, Monkey needs that kind of low cooldown to gain that passive, to stack that shield, and ultimately be actually the means of that team fight.
Yeah, but looking at the levels though, Carl is so ahead with the levels that we're gonna see. We're gonna see him get to level 11 first before Rerog gets to level 10.
Yep.
So this is gonna be a good time at least for him, because he still has the advantage when it comes to the gold, but there's still no conversion even with such advantage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you're a Dune, you don't really need to have the level advantage, right? Like, you can literally just kind of just keep using Gal's benediction, just keep soaking up and just sustaining yourself.
You can use your body to just go forward. Yeah.
You are the itemization.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what they want to do though. That's for the side of Boom Esports, they're still not committing on this fight, but they're trying to play this like how they played during game 2.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely are trying to kind of maintain that same strategy, because I mean, why not, right? Like, if it won you one game, why not try it again? But I mean, you definitely got to kind of switch it up a little bit here, right? Like, we're really relying on Danny not getting caught out into these team fights, and so far, that's not been a success.
Yeah, need to find it though. Right here, Boom Esports waiting for that second objective, 30 seconds on the clock here, but you can see Kagendara already has this big wall on the top side of the map so that nobody could react to this push that's happening on the top side.
Yep, the open up there, the T1 top side is now just kind of cementing that sort of... actually, to be honest though, Boom, they're able to answer down to the bot side as well, right? Like, so they're back on neutral ground, which seems to be this kind of the story of this best of set 5, right?
Yeah.
Neutral grounds, same path, different stories.
Yeah, using the ultimate, that's a lot of damage, and still a kill comes in for the side of Kagendara before the Tyrant.
That's not good. I mean, it's draw. So yes, obviously they're going to kind of lack the tankiness, or at least kind of like exhaust a lot of the spells away from the side of Kagendara because they've dropped the Liempo here, but they still have the likes of Monkey. Yeah,
they're just going to be giving this objective just because of that loss. Before then, I think Draw really just went to the wrong neighborhood here in Kagendara. Just really took him down. Now, Boom Esports, I'm still waiting for Miggy to find those plays, though. He still hasn't been going to the flank. Still doesn't have that space in order to do so. Once the mid lane towers have been taken down on both sides, that is definitely the timing here on where they commit a lot more for the side of Boom.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, we've seen here, obviously, Carl actually playing very aggressive here, just trying to kind of like a bit of like man-checking going on, right? Like, he's just like, where's Ihans? Where is Weeraw? Because if you don't have eyes on them, you're basically, your backline is at a risk.
Yeah, in danger every time, and that's why Boom really just dynamic on finding those vision every time. And now, onto the mid lane, they are looking for it. Bot lane is pushing. They have a lot of minions right there before the 30-second mark here, so somebody needs to go there to clean up.
The problem is, obviously, you saw there, right? Danny obviously used his flash and his ultimate and got nobody. Got sweet Bibbidi, which, when you are, obviously, Boom Esports at this moment in time, you are 2k gold behind, you need to hold on to any little bit of resource that you have.
Yeah, even Tatsuri used his flash, so they don't have 2 flashes on the team. Kagendara has everything, every resources on their hands. So this is not going to be a good spot to be in for the team now. Even Ihans is here on the bot lane already to get those objectives.
Yeah, but there it is. It's that infamous 10-minute mark, right? This is where all the action started to pop up with that last game. But now, Kagendara looking to kind of lead this charge onto this Tyrant, but is Carl be able to position himself with a Dream Roam that could steal this away.
Hero taking it already. 18k HP. It's really dwindling down, flashing in with the slow coming in from the Radiance. And now they're going to go to the backline. They're still alive. They go for it. Their Weeraw is going to fall down. This is going to be the time for Boom Esports to take the Tyrant. That's going to be theirs. And that is the magic of Miggy.
That is beautiful there, right? Obviously, you saw Carl. He was stalking that bush in the mid lane. He was like, I'm waiting for that prime moment to get the takedown onto Weeraw, and obviously that was the kind of like the open door, right? That was the way to get the steal of that Tyrant.
They were really looking for it. Hero, he was there the whole time. Nobody was there to help him out. Everybody's onto the backline, which is why they were there. They were safe, and now Boom Esports gets the Tyrant. Now they're back in the game.
They are back in the game on the saddle again, right? I mean, they have now neutralized that gold lead that was, what, 2k moments ago? Onto the side of Kagendara, it's now a mere 200 gold into the favor of Boom Esports, but more importantly, they have the mental going into this one, right? Like they say, like, hey, we've lost a few team fights, but now we are here to stay. Yeah,
and we're also talking about the timer, right? The timer that they're playing against on the side of Kagendara, because Senku is going to be hurting a lot more the later the game goes. A lot more burst damage onto Lantong as the game goes on. Even Draw is hurting at this point in the game, so they need to fasten up things. They need to accelerate the game right now.
At the game and not kind of just throw out these ultimates from Tatsuri like willy-nilly.
Goes in, disrupt the deluge, force the infinite fastest. Weeraw is going to be the target here. A lot of stuns coming in. Draw at least zones out, and remember, gets the knockback onto him, but he is still alive right here in the end. 1-for-1 for now. Miggy putting eyes on Ihans, so he won't be able to get the truth match on them.
I mean, you saw the efforts of that annihilation, right? Like, that was just to clear out the minion wave, but also to make sure. It was a warning shot at Danny. He was like, hey, if you get too close to the sun, you're going to get burnt.
Yeah, one thing that's good about what happened there for Kagendara at least is that the tower on the top side is safe because of what happened there.
Oh, absolutely. Tower top side safe. It means that Boom can obviously go for this Shadow Overlord as well, which is just going to put more pressure onto the side of Kagendara.
Yeah. Going to be the Overlord taking down Carl. Going to be the target. He has full stacks. So he's not going to get taken down.
He's like me at Manama yesterday after those 16 dishes. Monkey's me, bro.
Exactly, man. Exactly. After that, you're going to have a food coma and you're not going to... Oh, man. And now, Kagendara, look at this. They are really looking for that advantage. They lost a bit of that grasp on the game just because of that one team fight that happened a while ago. Now, they're trying to claw their way back.
They are. They definitely are. I mean, if they're able to open up this mid lane and just kind of neutralize that lead that we've seen here from Boom Esports in terms of the retail there, then maybe they can start to try and formulate it that way. But I feel like if they're going to take a fight into the mid lane, they need to get a fight, maybe try and trade 3-4 members and then try and push that mid lane even further.
Yeah. Right now, look at the placements. Bot lane pushing, and they have 45 seconds on that Tyrant first, but Lantong looking to get that tower in the mid lane, but this topside tower T2 gonna get taken down.
You get taken down. We saw the effort there from Langfang. He's just trying to chip away at that T1. I mean, he could just go into the territory and just land another Flaming Palm and it's gone. But you've now lost that T2 into the top side of the map, so they've really got to try and formulate some kind of comeback plan here onto the side of Kagendara.
Yeah. Right now, Kagendara needs to wait for it. Look at the pressure that Boom is putting on the top side of the map. Shadow Vanguard is onto the bot lane, so they need to also put a man there in order to clean that up.
I mean, you can kind of see the Ihand is kind of rotating there as well, but Migi is being the mirror, right? He's like, you know what? I see you play, but I'm going to be there as well.
Nah, bro, you're not going to be alone here onto the bot lane. That's what they're going for. Went for the drop kick, but it's not going to happen. This T2 tower onto the bot lane is going to get taken down. That's one more structure onto the eyes of Boom.
Yes, another key in the hole here of Boom Esports. They're trying to get that third point onto the board here within the game series so far. But right now, I feel like if they just keep this momentum going, obviously keep the pressure into these lanes, it's going to stop the fact of they can't go for the Shadow Overlords.
Yeah, Kagendara placing themselves on this objective. They need to circle away.
Yeah.
Eye hands. I think he has a good position here, but look at Miggy. He's also just putting an X mark on where Eye hands is.
Yeah. Painting the target on his back. He's like, buddy, I know where you are. Don't attempt it. We tried this before. It was successful to us. We know how to counter this.
Yeah, you're not going to get close, man. You're not going to get close. And that's why he always positions himself close to the back of Ihans every time. And now they want to go here. Right now, 27k on that HP. They're trying their best to get something right now. But Kagendara, they still aren't going for that Tyrant.
No, they're not taking the bait. Like, you saw it. It's a bait. It's so clear as day that they was like, you know what? Let's try and get Kagendara where we want them to be, and then strike.
Oh, yeah. Gonna be striking, taking their time. They need to clean up the waves on the side lane so that one place has advantage, which is why Miggy is on the bot lane.
Yeah, Miggy on the bot lane, just trying to drive through that minion wave as well, just creating more pressure into these side lanes, where it means that obviously one man has to be away from these team fights.
Yeah, Senku, no, you're going to be in danger if he tries to clear that wave onto the bot lane. They're going to go for the Vibe Rare. Dream Roaming is going to be hitting on Mirao. He's taking a lot of damage with the Eye Hand. The truth onto the backline. Splinter on that 3 survives, and they still got the backline 2-4-0 on the side of Boom.
Boom Esports coming back with a pow. They're looking for more here, Dash.
Miggy looking for more, and he's going for it. He gets killed, but it doesn't matter. No more ults for Langfang. He's going to get taken down here. Double kill for you, buddy. But on what cost? It is going to be the game. Boom Esports is going to be pushing to the end. The crystal is going to be on their eyes. Match point is going to go to Boom Esports in this game number 3.
Once again, Boom coming in with that delivery system and getting that point onto the board. Which
exactly right. Like, I was thinking the MVP gotta be either one of the members. But Carl, my boy, he's getting that MVP on that monkey performance here. We were seeing that the early game for the side of Boom Esports.